Hello everyone, hope you all are keeping well. So I am back with a narrative ballad written by Phoebe Cary, A Legend of Northland, Part 1. Let us know the poetess. Phoebe Cary was an American poetess and the younger sister of Alice Cary. These sisters co-published poems in 1849 and then each went to publish volumes of their own. Cary occasionally attended school. She often had to work at home and hence was largely self-educated. Her mother died in 1835 and 2 years later her father married again. Phoebe died of hepatitis and was buried in New York. After the death of both sisters, a joint anthology of their poems was also completed. Let us have a short introduction. A Legend of the Northland is a ballad. A ballad is a poem narrating a story in short stanzas and in which all the stanzas comprise 4 lines. In total, there are 16 stanzas in the poem and these stanzas will tell us a story. Ballads are a part of folk culture or popular culture and are passed on orally from one generation to the next. Folk culture is a story of an area and is known as ballad. Folk culture comprises of traditional stories which are passed on from one generation to the next generation. The story is the Northland area, the area which is near the North Pole. This exact place is not specified, but Northland means the area in the northernmost part of the earth, that is, near the North Pole. Legend means a historical story, one which is very old and has been passed on from generation to generation. This poem is a legend about an old lady who angered Saint Peter because of her greed. The poem is simple but teaches us a moral lesson that we should not be greedy. We must help the poor and hungry people. Humanity is the only quality that differentiates us from the animals. So, we should be compassionate towards those who genuinely need our help. Only then we can become a perfect human being. By not giving food to hungry Peter, the old lady provokes his anger, who punishes her by turning into a woodpecker. Summary of the poem. In this poem, the poetess tells us a story of Northland. At the time, Saint Peter lived on the earth. He used to go round the world to preach people whom he met on the way. One day, he came to the door of a cottage where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. Saint Peter had eaten nothing the whole day, so he was fainting with hunger. He asked the lady to give him a piece of cake. The woman was greedy and selfish. Giving something to anyone was a very difficult task for her. The cake that she was baking appeared to be too big. So she made a small cake for the hungry saint, but that also appeared to be too big to give away. So she made another one which was smaller even than the first. But when it was ready, it appeared to be big. So she did not give him that also. Then she took an extremely little scrap of dough and rolled it flat. She had it as thin as a vapor. But she was too greedy to part with even this cake and put it on the shelf. This angered Saint Peter a lot. He told the greedy lady that she was not fit to live in the world in human form and enjoy food and shelter and warmth of fire. So he cursed her and transformed her into a woodpecker, who has to bore in the dry wood hard to get its scanty food. She can be seen in the wood where she still lives and keeps boring trees for her food all the day. Let's start poem and explanation. Stanza 1. Away, away in the Northland, where the hours of the day are few, and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. In the region around the North Pole, the duration of the day is very less because its position is such that the sun's rays reach for a very less time. When this area is experiencing winter season, the duration of night is very long and the daytime hours are very less. In line 4, they refer to the people who live in this region. The poet says that the duration of the night time is so long that the people cannot sleep them through. If they go to bed, take a few hours of sleep and then they wake up, it is still night time. He wants to emphasize on the fact that the duration of the night is very long. Stanza 2. Where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like bear's cub in their funny furry clothes. The Northland region experiences severe cold conditions. It is a snowy area. The reindeer is an animal which is found in this polar region. People tie the reindeers to sledges and then the reindeers pull the sledges. He adds that the children look like young ones of bears because they wear funny looking clothes made of fur which is like the furry skin of bear to keep themselves warm. Stanza 3. They tell them a curious story. I don't believe it is true. And yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. In line 1, they refers to the parents or elders and them refers to the children or the younger generation. The elders of the Northland region tell a strange and interesting story to the younger generation. The poet says that he doesn't think that the story is true. But if he tells the story to the reader, maybe the reader could learn a lesson from it. The story gives an important message. Stanza 4. Once, when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it preaching just as he did, you know. The story is about Saint Peter. When Saint Peter used to live in the world and went around giving religious lectures to the people, just like all saints do, then an incident happened. Stanza 5. He came to the door of a cottage in traveling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. When Saint Peter was moving around the world giving religious lectures to the people, he reached the door of a cottage where a small woman was making cakes. She was baking the cakes in the fireplace. Stanza 6. And being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her from her store of cakes to give him a single one. As Saint Peter had not eaten anything the entire day, he was very hungry and was feeling weak. So he went to this woman who was baking cakes and he asked for one cake out of the many cakes that she had baked. So children, hopefully you understood the explanation of different stanzas and the summarization of the poem. Paraphrasing will be continued in the next video. Thank you for watching.